Okay, everybody, let's welcome Jason Kokrak from Smash GC. Jason, you had an awesome day, 5 under, shot 65. Tell us a little bit about your round.
Yeah, hit the driver in the fairway. Obviously, that's a big key around this place. I can have some tuck pins. Started off really nice. Made quite a long putt on the par 3 16. Hit 2 quality shots into 17, and I played solid. I hit a really good shot out of the fairway bunker on 18, which was huge for me because that's a tough shot. One other up and down that was key, but the rest of the day was pretty solid.
I was just talking to Paul. The leaderboard is so tight, so packed. There's so many guys in contention. You're currently T3. What do you have to do tomorrow to maintain the momentum and kind of break out away from the pack?
Well, I think this is one of those golf courses that, like, if you can kind of get into a pretty good rhythm, you'll make some birdies out there. Obviously, hitting some quality, short iron shots. There's quite a few out here. So, I think if you're the right side of the hole, giving yourself a pretty straight putt here, you can get a lot of little subtle bumps and curves and whatnot around this golf course. But I think if you play solid, put it in the fairway, you're going to give yourself a lot of opportunities.
So Smash is also playing really well as a team. You guys are currently also tied for 3rd. Everyone had a pretty good round today. I actually think Brooks' score was the one that didn't count, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Tell us, do you guys have anything that you're doing as a team together this week to kind of, get that first Smash victory with the new team?
Well, the rest of the boys are staying downtown on the strip. I'm staying with my swing coach off the strip to stay away from the the amenities. But nonetheless, we spent quite a bit of time last week, shooting the you-know-what and hanging out. So I think we enjoyed ourselves and enjoyed the new team, the new squad. So I think this week, I think we're a little more comfortable, knock the rust off, and hit the ground running.
With 2 new faces on the team, with Taylor and GMAC, has that changed the dynamic of your team, and how are you guys all vibing together?
Really well. I've known GMAC for a long time. I know Brooks has known him for a long time. Taylor's been a longtime friend too. So I think we're all on the same page. I think we all get along really well and take care of our business, and I think that's what meshes well on a team.
Awesome. And kick it over to Mike.
Paul said earlier that he's actually surprised that 7 under is leading. Are you surprised that maybe the scores weren't a little bit lower?
Not really, just because of how soft the greens are, with the rain. I think, obviously playing the ball in hand with no mud was a huge thing. And, anytime we get ball in hand, place to lie with soft greens, you're going to have a guy shoot 6, 7, 8 under par. So I thought a good quality score out around this golf course, how tight it is, would be, 4 under. Would be a solid round, and I got it in on 5, so I'm pleased with my round. 36 more holes to go, and fairways and greens, make a few putts.
Are you thinking 15 or maybe even better might be a target score?
I think if you can get it to 15 early, it will. We'll see what happens. Obviously, with 18 being a tough tee ball, tough second shot, I'm guessing the pin's going to be back right. Or back left near the water. So anything can happen. Just pick your battles. Plot yourself around this golf course. There's a lot of different clubs you can hit off the tees. You can play aggressive. You can play, not aggressive. So it just depends on how you're feeling.
And then having grown up in Ohio, I assume weather like this is like no big deal for you.
All my buddies at home are playing golf today, too. I think it's warmer there than it is here. But I spent a whole heck of a lot of time here at this golf course growing up. My aunt and uncle live on the golf course.
Oh, yeah?
So I spent quite a bit of time here. So I know the golf course fairly well. They made some changes 10 or 15 years ago, but definitely remember most of the golf course.
What part of the course do they live at?
What do you mean?
Do they live near a hole?
They live, they flip the 9, so the real way it plays, they live right off of like 3-4. Right there, so that I guess it'd be 12-13.
So did you feel like that might be a pretty nice advantage for you coming into this week? Because obviously a lot of guys aren't familiar with it.
Well, with being a short week, flying over here and a Saturday finish, I think that gave me a little bit of reprieve because I knew the golf course. I knew once I got out here I'd remember most of the holes. Obviously, once you get to the green, there are a couple new tee boxes here and there with the change to number 9 to a par 4. I would just remember this golf course as 9 and 18 is par 5. So a little bit of a change, but not a whole lot. So I feel comfortable here in Vegas. I got my first win here in Las Vegas at Shadow Creek, so very comfortable here.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And you've already talked about it quite a bit, but just what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Las Vegas Country Club?
I mean, you're 5 minutes from the Strip. I mean, this place is very old school. I remember all the celebrities that used to be around this place and the high rises around this area. Unfortunately, it hasn't taken to the rest of the Strip like this place has, but it's a good quality old school golf course, and I kind of like that shot shaping ability around a place like this. And I you know, obviously growing up here, spending Christmas time and a few other times you know, throughout the year, and as a kid, I think that gives me a pretty good advantage.
Thank you, Jason. Good luck tomorrow.
Sure.